All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. So I am Kayla Troutman, if you don't know me, and I just want to say thanks so much for being on tonight. I know your time is precious, so we're going to try to jump right in and keep things moving. I'm going to check and mute everybody. Hold on one second. Uh, there we go. I think we should be good. Um, over a week ago now, I made a move into the health and wellness space, which is what brought you here tonight, or somebody invited you here tonight from the food and cookware business that I had been in for 11 years, more to an overall health, wellness, beauty, and more space. And I'm really excited about that. So tonight, I'm excited to share with you what this experience has been like already. And though I don't want to act like the pro or like I know it all in this company or in this team because I've only been here a short time. So you're going to get to hear tonight from experts who have been in the company for years now, using the products for years, getting great results, helping thousands of clients and teammates get results, and women and men who love the industry just as much as I do. So really quick, if you don't know me, Kayla Troutman. I am a wife to Nate. We've been married 16 years, mom to Macaulay, a dog mom to two very cute Dalmatians. I am biased, but I think they're awesome. I live in a small Wisconsin town, cold weather. And I've been building a business from home now for 11 years successfully. I've earned countless trips and made the best memories in this channel and life-changing income. And so I could not be more excited about this pivot to do it with all of the amazing men and women that have chose to already partner with us. And then hopefully after tonight, you'll have some clarity about who Nu Skin is, what we offer, the science behind the products, and just getting to hear a little bit more. So I'm going to actually pull up the slides tonight and let Bill and Julie take it away. They're a 21-year team elite with Nu Skin, which is like the very tippy top. Over $10 million earners. They were the 2021 Entrepreneur of the Year, and they've already earned 48 trips from this company. 48 trips. That's incredible. And after Julie goes, she's going to introduce Becca as well. And Becca's accolades are incredible as well. And so Becca is somebody that I found through social media. The power of this company is sharing products that you're loving, you're getting results with, and then people see that, people get curious, people ask questions. And so you'll get to hear from both Becca, who I originally found on Instagram, and then Julie and Bill, her mentors as well. So Julie, anything I missed, or Becca, anything I missed to start?
I don't think so. We're excited to have you guys.
Yeah, I'm super
Buckle
pumped.
up.
Yes, buckle up. Thanks so much. I want to give them a special shout out because I've asked them a few times in the last week and a half to jump on nights like this and share. It's just so great to have their experience and their level of expertise. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to let you take it away, Julie.
Okay. So some of you know Nu Skin, some of you do not. You can go to the first slide. And it's Integrated Beauty and Wellness Company is what we call ourselves. And I put this first slide on here because it really is about basic science. It's really, I say basic, but it's cutting edge science. It's getting to the basics of really what's important when you're looking at a company, when you're looking at product, when you're looking at a team, and you're looking at the corporate backing of it. So bottom line, if you look at health and you look at beauty and you look at the things that we have, it kind of mirrors going into a med spa, but we do it from our home. So you're looking at, gosh, thinking of how you go sometimes now into these med spas and you might get your blood drawn and they can tell you what you can use as a supplement, or you might get injections or facials or teeth whitening or body contouring. And all this encompasses is a med spa type thing. So think of that. And then now think of how that can be encompassed into a business from home. Okay, we take those things and we bring them home at an affordable price. So for us, science is super, super crucial. And so everything you're going to see tonight, example, you're going to see things that have to do with any kind of science and science based. So we have 75 full-time, well, we had to have 75 full-time scientists on staff. We also bought a company that was based in the pharmaceutical world of supplementation and using all of the good and none of the bad. And so an example, if you look at that Meta, that bottle up there in the top right, do you see that purple bottle? I don't know, I wrote this down somewhere, but I was going to use a couple of things. We've been around for 40 years, but if you think about what we do when we look at a product, every single product that comes to market is clinically proven. And we do not come to market unless a clinical has been done on it, multiple clinicals. So this product right here has, I think it was 7 years that we had science and that we did experiments and clinicals on, et cetera, and it didn't come to market for until 7 years were already done through that. So let me just pop over here. Okay, one more thing. I want you to think about color purple. So when we look at products, we look at what we can use as ingredients that are coming from Earth in most cases. And so think of the things that come in the case of here, anthocyanins. In this case, we have clinicals that are showing that you can take away inflammation and better your glucose and metabolism, things like that. So you're going to start seeing some of these products, some of these things that we're talking about that have to do with science. Okay, now one more thing. Bill's here, and I was told him to come in here, but he will come in a minute. He's here because of the science. So he practiced medicine, and he was all about what is the science? What's underneath the envelope? And so many times out there, there's a lot of noise out in the industry, and you don't know what's in the product. And we look at ingredients, how important the ingredients are. Not only is ingredients important, and this is something that's very eye-opening when you start looking at science and at products. Very eye-opening that you don't know how clean the product is. And so a question a lot of people ask is, how clean is your product? That's even better than how natural is your product. And why is that? Because we test raw ingredients. We use a 6S process, which is quality standards. And when they raw materials come in and they don't meet our standards, we throw them out. All right, so if you can go to the next slide, I think, yes, this is more about the 6S process, sourcing, specification, and it's a huge quality control system. In fact, if you go to the headquarters, you can see these up close and personal if you want to. It's really awesome. So go to the next slide. We're in 50 markets. What does this mean? This is probably the most important slide tonight to think our economies all around the world are different, right? Things that are happening today, right now, in our backyard. But what's really great is we don't have to depend on one economy. We have all of these economies, and that's so important in this day and age because you never know what's happening in different economies. And so we can expand. You might be in Wisconsin like Kayla is, but you've got all these other states that you can go to and all these other countries if you might have connections. So go to the next slide. And being publicly traded was one of my categories on the have tos. You guys, this is super important. When you look at companies being taken over by this company or acquisitions or all this, you need to look at if it's publicly traded. Now, sometimes the pain, I will tell you, for us to get things by and for us to get things approved, it can be hard. But let me give you the perspective that there is no secret. We can go pull up everything that's said anywhere and we can see all of our financials. And that is super important. So keep that in mind when you're looking at any company, when you're looking at this. That was one of our ticks. We want to have the publicly traded company mark so we can see what the company's doing. There's no hidden anything. All right, so the next slide talks a little bit about our manufacturing companies and factories. And I want you to see the IES here. This is super important also. So one of the things you'll know about Nu Skin is the reason we're solid is because we not only have our part of the company, but we also own manufacturing factories. So think about this is a lot of our containers and all the things that go into our products, as well as what we supply to other companies, all come in our circle. And again, that's very important when you talk about raw materials, when you talk about containers, when you talk about using things, it's having all these multiple facets. So it's not just one thing, but it's all sorts of companies that are part of our head. So the next slide, we'll talk a little bit about, I got ahead of myself, the med spa world. So we talked about that, bringing it back home, the whole company and a whole, y'all, I was going to pull this out, but it's here now, the Renew Spa. Anybody have cellulite? Anybody have bingo arms? I have my shirt on, but bingo arms. Anybody like cover up their legs? They're like, oh my gosh, if I don't have a tan, I don't want to show my legs, right? And all of these things have to do with wellness, taking care of your body. And when you get the jiggle, you want to take care of that. We have the Renew Spa. You guys, this is a medical device, came out last year, and it is, let's see here. We have, what was I going to say? Oh, so it's for any part of your body that jiggles. And in Canada, I think there might be some Canadians on here. It's called the Well Spa. And you'll learn more about this, but this is one hot item that came out. It was one of our best sellers. So look at it in the next slide. That was a microcurrent device. This is our LumiSpa device. Now, I will tell you, we are known for devices. We are definitely, I want you to put your mind on this one for a minute. You know, there's other supplement companies, there's other beauty and wellness companies. Do you know any other companies that have devices, wellness devices, beauty devices? We have 3. So this is our second one. This is our LumiSpa. This is our top seller. The Renew Spa is really close behind it. We just got it though. The Renew Spa is great, but the LumiSpa is for your face. It has been featured in Mademoiselle, Elle, all of these beauty magazines. It is now officially the #1 cleansing device in the world. It's like 8 years going. It's not just 1 year, it's every year. And so it has renewable cleansers. That's important too when you have a device. Think of the razor blade model, the razor and the blade. What do they come back for every single time? The blade, right? That's what this is. You've got the head on this. They have to get that replaced every 3 months, but you've got the cleanser that you use every single night, every single morning, and you've got to get that replenished. And it comes with a free cleanser of choice. There's 5 different choices: acne, sensitive, dry, oily, and normal. And so that comes with it for free. And right now, when you get a LumiSpa, you get a free stand while supplies last. And we have a little discount going on. So it's a $67 value reduction right now while supplies last. So keep that in mind. Everybody wants a Lumi. It's also our most recruitable item as well. We use that for recruiting because everybody loves to talk about it. So a lot of times when you say, have you heard of Nu Skin? They haven't, but if you said, have you heard of that device that comes in rose gold and pink and that people are putting on their face, and it becomes very demonstrable. All right, go to the next slide. Number 3, I said there's 3 devices. So this is something that is coming, but we have something right now that does something similar. Have you ever been about a part of a company that has the largest database in the world? And that's this, 27.5 million scans or measuring of your antioxidant level. And this device uses Raman spectroscopy. And that what you see there is the new version of it coming this year. So we've got one now that we've had for over 20 years. It's the size, could have brought that in here too, but it's the size of a shoebox, very small. This is going to be the size of a hockey puck. We call it the puck. It is called the Prison. But it will tell you your carotenoid, what your carotenoid level or your antioxidant level is. It is reading that, and that comes from, think about carotenoids, think of colorful fruits, think of what your body's defense mechanism is. And that's super important to beauty as well as health because you age from the inside out and the outside in, right? And you want to take care of the engine of your body. And so that device is helping you with signs of aging, helping you with feeling better, helping you with being healthier, keeping away from being sick. But it's something that's super important. We have a team of doctors alone. Half or more than half of those scans have been done in doctor's office, healthcare practitioners, etc. But we have some doctors that use this solely, and they don't use anything within the company besides this to measure to see if their supplements are working. So when you take something that is scanner certified, you are finding out, does your body absorb it? And that's an important number to know what your body's doing. Now, I want you to think of a Apple Watch, and I want you to think of the light underneath it and the things that it measures right now. When you use a watch, it measures a lot of different things. Now think about What if you were part of a company that not only had a measurement tool for antioxidants, but all those other things all combined? And that's what you've got with the Prism. So we're very excited about this. This is coming this year, and it's a lot of data all rolled into one. There's no company like it. So with that, let's go on to the next slide. I could talk about that for about an hour. So excited. And that's another reason why my husband's with us as well. Okay, so this is a new concept. I want you to think of Life DNA. We bought this company a few years ago. We're just now going to start putting this into play. And this is going to help us define nutrition that is more specific to an individual. So I don't know why some of you are in the company that you're in or in the business that you're in, but I look at when you are part of a company or when you're starting to be part of a company or work or have a career with a company, where have they been? Where are they currently? And where are they going? And so Life DNA and the Prism are kind of a little glimmer of where we're going, looking at what somebody's personalized nutrition and how we're going to use this in the future. All right, go to the next slide. All right, so this is the fun part. You get to see an overview of who Nu Skin is. And I'm going to have one of my favorite people, and Kayla's gotten to know her over the last week and a half. I'm so glad you found each other because I just happen to be the best, that have the best of the best as somebody that I get to mentor, but I sometimes she's kind of mentoring me as well because we work really good together. But she's been with our company, I think it's going on 13 years. I can't believe it. And 8 years, Team Elite. Team Elite's top 1% globally. She was also Entrepreneur of the Year, but that was in 2018. She attended Malawi. She's a 29 trip earner, 29. So 29 in 13 years. And she is a Nourish the Children ambassador and a platinum Team Elite. So with that, Rebecca Fair, take it away and tell us a little bit more about Nu Skin.
Thank you. I'm excited, you guys. Real fast, my background is in accounting. So sometimes people come on these or they're learning about Nu Skin and they're like, I'm not so sure. I'm an introvert or I'm not an outspoken person. I don't necessarily know how this could work for me. I like to think I'm an example that it is possible. And when you really love something, you just naturally share it. But the biggest and best part about this business is there's not a cookie cutter mold to any level of success that you have to fit this mold. You don't have to. You get to be you. And that was something that I learned as I got going in this business, because to be frank, it was well before we used social media for this business. And really just the world had not caught on to the idea of social media, social selling yet. And so no one really looked like me in the industry. I was very on the younger end of the curve. So hopefully that can lend some confidence if you're watching this and you're wondering. And what I have found is I've come to love Nu Skin. It is my family. I am here forever. This company is incredible. It matches my values, all the things, and they have some pretty dang good products that I've over the years used more and more of, and they are what I am now. And so you see several of the different brands that Nu Skin has. So they're all Nu Skin brands, but they all represent kind of different product categories, if you will. And I'll just real briefly go through like Mind 360, think mental health, think lowering the anxiousness, helping you focus better, better memory recall, and better sleep. Don't all those sound great? Sign me up for all of them. And then Pharmanex, you heard Julie reference that. That's our nutrition line. Everything sits under that umbrella on the nutrition side. And again, it meets those high standards that are not required of our industry, but we require it. That's a big thing. So Nu Skin raises the standard from even what's required. And that is high integrity, in my opinion. Age lock. It's anti-aging, but at the genetic level, not just putting a band-aid on it. We're actually getting to the source and let's help reverse some of that aging. So that is some topical skincare products as well as internal products that fall under that umbrella. Nutricentials is our bioadaptive. So we know like the environment, it can be harsh on our skin, harsh on our bodies, and Nu Skin studied what helps like protect you from that. And so that skincare line is incredible. It's also really good as a starting place on the skincare side, I will say, as well as for those that are a little bit, I would say like the teenagers and stuff. If you're looking for an entry point, that's a really great place for them. Epic is our ethnobotanical line. So that is an incredible line. There's not even enough to do it justice, but some of our top high loyalty products fall under that line. And it's really the study of plants and indigenous cultures. For instance, I'll take you know how in some cultures they walk on fire, they walk on the coals to for the bottom of their feet. Well, we turned that into a product called Firewalker and it helps soothe your feet. It's one of my favorite products. I travel with it everywhere when I know I'm going to be up on my feet a lot. Teachers, nurses, hairstylists, they love that product. New colors are makeup line. I love our mascara. Shout out on that one. And then ageLOC TR90, that is our weight management system. Again, it uses that ageLOC, so it's weight management from a genetic source. If we can go to the next slide, I could spend an hour just on that slide going through so many products under each umbrella. So the biggest thing is go back to the person that invited you when we're done here and say, I heard reference to something like this. Tell me what sits in that category, because that is a lane that I'm really interested in. Now, one of my favorite things about Nu Skin is talking on the compensation side of things. If you're here, you're probably curious on the income side of it. What's possible? Really, you get to make this business what you want it to be. It takes work. You're going to be mentored by this team, and we're going to be with you every step of the way. And then it's a matter of how much you're willing to put into it, and we'll help you know what that looks like to get there. In a nutshell, if you get started tonight or just the day you get started, you get access to 3 ways of making income potentially right from day one. And then there's 2 more ways to earn once you start hitting promotion. So those first 3 ways, think of affiliate marketing. You have retail profit that you can make. You make a percentage on your own sales, and that's 4 to 20% on your own sales. That's really good. That's way better than most affiliate marketing opportunities out there. I don't care who the brand is. And then referring bonus. So if you refer someone to become an affiliate in Nu Skin, you'll make a percentage on their sales, 4 to 24%. Again, that's super unique too. So that's upfront. You don't have to earn a promotion. That's there from day one based on what you do. So if we go to the next slide, then I'm going to jump in. We do have success trips as another thing, another reward opportunity with Nu Skin. And as you heard, Julie and I have earned quite a few trips with Nu Skin. I did not own a passport before I started this business, and now I have gone around the world with this opportunity because we've worked hard and we've earned these trips, and we've earned it with our teams. It's not just us earning them. We're earning them with hundreds of people on our team. And we did just finish qualification for Paris. We'll be attending that in a couple of months. But if you go to the next slide, this is where we're currently qualifying, and everybody on this call right now is eligible to go earn Riviera Maya with us. And if you see that top left corner, that's actually some of our team that was on a prior success trip. It was also in Mexico, but not to this Riviera Maya location. But we've been to some incredible places around the world, and it is based on growth in your own personal sales as well as growth in leadership to earn these trips. It's a possibly earned for 2, you and a guest. And they're just it won't do it justice. I will continue to always run for these trips. They are amazing. But some fun places we've gone to. We've gone to Riviera Maya. We've gone to Hawaii. We've gone to Bermuda. We've gone to Punta Cana. We've gone to Iceland. That one was super fun. Ireland. We've gone to, you'll see us in Paris in a couple of months. We've gone to South Africa, Jamaica. Like, Nu Skin knows how to reward us and then treat us just top tier on those kinds of trips. So I'm excited for those of you to start earning them with us because they are one of a kind. I don't like traveling any other way now, just Nu Skin. And it's actually part of what brought me into this business was I saw Bill and Julie traveling. I did not know it was Nu Skin trips, but when I started to ask, I started to find that out. And so it has been something that really drew me in. So anyway, I could also talk a long time on those, but this is where we're going to end is, it always tells you a lot about a person and or a company about where they emphasize or have a heart for. And so one thing with Nu Skin is we do have a Force for Good Foundation. It's a registered 501c3 nonprofit. Like it's the real deal. And one of those programs is called Nourish the Children. And Julie, as well as her husband Bill and her son Luke, as well as myself, have each gotten the opportunity to go be on the ground in Malawi and part of this initiative that's ongoing. It feeds 120,000 kids every single day in Malawi, and it just, it's I don't know if anyone here has been on a mission trip before, but it's a whole different thing when you get to see it in person and you get to see the lives impacted. And this is not a huge part of our business, but it's a huge part of who the company as a whole is and representative of we want to make an impact on the world. And yes, this is a business. I was raised by my parents with a saying, you're blessed to be a blessing. And so to continue to pay things forward. And so it's not just about being profitable. It's not just about reaping rewards and attending success trips. It's also giving meaning to your income, giving meaning to your purpose and what's that next extension to. And this is part of Nu Skins. So if you're a part of our company, this is something that you have a place in, whatever that level is for you. And it's a really, really special thing. I could talk for more than an hour on just that, just recounting that trip, but I'm going to wrap it up right there. I know I will say one last thing on Nu Skin as a company, and I see Bill is here, and I'll hand it over to him to tie us together in a few minutes. But Nu Skin as an opportunity can be whatever you want it to be. That's always my call to action for you is you need to go back to the person that invited you, but also understand you're going to learn this business as you go. I was told that from the very start. That's not my normal personality. I want to know all the things first before I take action. And what I've learned in almost 13 years is you just got to start and you'll learn as you go. Kayla is an amazing mentor. It does not matter that she's only been within Nu Skin for a little over a week. She knows this industry. And at the end of the day, the principles of this industry are the same thing. And it's an amazing company that's solid, that's got your back, and it's really, really awesome. And I'll just answer that quick question, Jackie. There's not a sales requirement. Okay. You get to start where you start. If you start to hit promotions, of course, there are requirements in order to keep or promote higher. But if you just want to be an affiliate, there is no requirement. And this business is free to start and there's no monthly fees. You get a free link, free website. Like it is literally just you using product. That's the only requirement from our team is to say you need to be a product of the product. You need to try something, find your passion, and that's what you're going to share from. So that's my 2 cents. I'm going to leave it and hand it over to Bill. And it's really cool. I got bookended by my two mentors. Bill is someone that I've learned so much in not just the last almost 13 years of this business. These are family to me too. So I've learned a lot in life from these two. But he himself is a standalone legend in Nu Skin, almost 25 plus years in this company. I don't even know. It's almost as long as I've been alive, but that's all I'll say, Bill.
We're muted. He's older in the business than any of us, actually. 27 years. Anyway, so yeah, I came in on my favorite part, nurse to children. That is my favorite philanthropy ever. No child should have to go to bed hungry ever. It is very personal. When I was young, I had a mom who did her best, and I distinctly remember going to bed hungry sometimes. So it's a very soft spot for me. It's very personal. Going to Malawi, Africa was definitely a life-changing event for our family. The company is going to reinstitute trips to Malawi. I'm not sure they're going to let people bring their kids this time
Well,
because
yeah, we weren't allowed anyway. We just kind of like,
in the last 20 years, there's been like 55 military coups over there. So not in Malawi, but elsewhere.
Okay, so fun fact, and I'm going to let him tell a little bit of a story. Fun fact, y'all. So you just did the math. I've been with the company less than him. We actually met on a success trip. I was a single mom. He was single. We actually think success trips are very lucrative.
Productive. They're very productive.
Oh my gosh, it was the funniest thing ever. One of our mentors, we sent a picture of the two of us today, and she goes, "It should just say underneath there, go on a success trip," or something like that. I was like, true. But yeah, I was a single mom, was introduced to Nu Skin, and it was a lifeline for me. And I didn't realize how much of a lifeline it would be for me because we met on a snowmobile going down the mountains of Utah. So, with that, tell a little bit about your background and what they can be looking forward to because we went through everything, but
My background's boring. I practiced medicine for nearly 12 years. It was totally awesome. It fed my big male ego big time. Front page of the sports section, sat next to Oprah, one of 7 docs that traveled the World Soccer Cup. And it was amazing until it wasn't. One night I peeked in on my 6-month-old daughter. I was not married to Julie at the time. And it was dark and she was asleep. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks that it was dark and she was asleep when I left the house in the morning. And so my dad wasn't around when I grew up. And there I was repeating the same mistake. And I thought, I'm not doing this. And I started looking and eventually found Nu Skin. And after 4 years of molding myself and becoming the man that I was then, I met Julie on a success trip, and here we are. So Becca did make a comment earlier that I just want to address. I know a lot about cars. I love cars, especially fast cars and motors and things like that. Julie loves horses. I love horsepower. And you can read a lot of books on cars, but the only way you're going to learn to drive one is to get behind the wheel and drive one. The only way you're going to learn to ride a bike is by getting on a bike and riding it. You can read about the physics of bikes all you want, but until you get on a bike and start pedaling, you're not going to learn how to ride a bike. And the same is for our business. There's so much riffraff out there on our industry and so many emotions that are usually attached to money. But the way you're going to learn this business is by doing this business. And you're going to follow your mentor. Kayla's awesome. She comes with years of principles, reference points, and habits that help make her successful. And you want to follow people that have already done what you want to do. And so that is the fastest way to get to the top. Yeah, I heard Julie saying that. Bill was listening to Tony Robbins. Well, yeah,
yeah, it was on when I logged in. Kayla's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "That's Tony Robbins. Who's listening to that?" It was on my computer. I have no idea how it started playing.
I worked for and with Tony for 10 years, and he was a very formative mentor in my life. And I'm very grateful that I had that time with him. And I still follow what he does because he's a dad as well, and we're the same age. And so I've learned a lot. Clearly, I haven't learned to make the money that he makes, but I'm getting there. And so he taught me that if you want to get to the top, the fastest way to get to the top is find someone that's already there and ask them to help you. People like Kayla, people like Rebecca, people like Julie, never, ever, ever worry about bothering them. They've already done what you want to do, and they are more than willing. We are more than willing to reach our hand across and bring you to the next level. We can only bring you to the level we're at. We can't bring you above our level. We can only bring you to the level we're at, and that's the whole deal with coaching and mentoring. So,
well, I think that's awesome.
Get on the bicycle, take lots of action, And
And we'll turn it over to Kayla.
never ever worry about bothering us ever. Dial us, text us, message us, whatever.
I don't know if we covered everything, Kayla. If there anything that you really want us to cover that we didn't?
No, I think you guys, you rocked it as always. And I know there's a small group of us that got a special invite to come out, and Julie and Rebecca hopped on a plane just this past week, a couple of days after I said, hey, I'm looking at Nu Skin. I've done some research, I've watched app events, and I really would like to partner with you guys. They jumped on a plane with us, and a small group of us went out to Provo, Utah, and got to see the Nu Skin campus, which is just a whole thing in itself. It's incredible. It's beautiful. But way more than that, we got to see the heart of the company. We got to see the founders' offices and meet one of them. We got to pick the brains of so many corporate employees. It was awesome. So I actually asked some of those people to be on tonight and just share a minute or two about what really stood out to them or what they loved the most, because I think it's really cool for you to hear just how we were treated and welcomed from the start, both by Julie and Bill from the second I met them on Zoom. Rebecca, of course, and Connor and her husband, like seen a lot of them the last few days, which I love so much. Again, we build our businesses with our babies, for our babies, which I love. But this trip was an opportunity to see the science and to learn more of that. So I don't know. Sonia, do you just want to go first? I see you on my screen, and then just maybe Sam and Larry next, and then Gina, and just keep it going if you want to share.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Can you hear me all right? I'm using my other headset today,
Yep.
so it's a little okay.
You're good.
I was just blown away. They like literally rolled out the red carpet for us. I think the thing that inspired me the most the second day, we got to hear from Dr. Joseph Chang, and we actually got a copy of his book, but he talks about this concept, and I read the book cover to cover on our first flight on the way home. So I already worked my way through it because it was just very moving to me, this concept of lifespan versus youth span. And, there's no promises here that, we're going to increase lifespan. You're going to live as long as you live, right? But this concept of improving your youth span is really inspiring and motivating to me, because the products that fall into that age lock line are focusing on things like improving your vitality, improving, helping you feel better, having you have better mental acuity, have, all the things going for you. That phrase, like sometimes when you talk about somebody who's older, is, well, she's just sharp as a tack. Well, that's what it's kind of referring to, right? And helping you improve those elements as we age from the inside out was very, very cool. Just a really cool concept, with that whole age lock line. So thanks.
Okay, you're gonna hear a lot about like what everybody's talking about, like the 2 days we were there, or I was there for a day. I flew from Cancun Thursday night, landed and came in Friday, and we just learned so much. But what I think I'm excited about a lot of things, but what I'm really excited about most is I am sensitive. My skin is sensitive, my teeth are sensitive. Like somebody walks past me with too much perfume on and I am like breaking out. And everything I have tried so far has been amazing. I mean, look at this glow, you guys. I mean, it's not just the Cancun sun I was just in. Hello. The toothpaste, I could like cry because I have never been able to use a whitening toothpaste before, and I am obsessed. I used it the first night I landed and like got results right away. So I'm super excited. I'm blown away by literally every product I've tried. The Numbio, I took that Friday when I got there. And again, that's why I was on vacation the whole week prior, traveling. My stomach was just not feeling great. And I took it, I don't know, late morning. We went to lunch and I was like getting up to go to the bathroom. I'm like, wait, my stomach's not bothering me anymore. So I'm super excited to continue to try more products. And like Sonia said, I was like, you guys just literally rolled out the red carpet for us. And we learned a lot. And I'm excited to continue learning and continue sharing these amazing products.
I can go next. For those that don't know me, my name is Kristen Ross. I am a mom with a special needs son, and my son is 10 and my daughter is 12. I have my day job as well. I'm an auditor. So I'm a really busy mom. My son has a lot of appointments. And I have to say, what really hit me, gosh, there were so many great things. Guys, the amount of support we have from this company is just phenomenal. That right there is a great reason to be an affiliate. But with leading my life of being so busy and not enough self-care, I love that Nu Skin is basically teaching me how to take better care of myself because I have been running myself so dry with my son and taking care of the family and finances and everything. I'm sure you all know who have kids how it is, but what really touched me was knowing that we have products that are plant-based, that are better for you, no toxins. And unfortunately, I've had to put my son on medicine, 3 different medicines. I am not thrilled about that, but he does need a tremendous amount of help. And we're kind of at our end. And I love that Nu Skin is not only the beginning for my business, but it's also the beginning for my son. Perhaps I'll be able to take him off of the medicine and to be able to have him to be able to be more emotionally regulated and not let everything else around him bother him. And I know it's really hard. Being special needs is not easy, but I am just so excited to get him on these products and see where it takes us. As you heard, the products have been awesome for others. So truly phenomenal with the products, the quality, and everything.
Like I can mirror what everyone said about the experience. It was amazing. My notebook, guys, I am a researcher. If you don't know me, I filled up half my notebook just from notes from those 2 days. I love the science and time and energy that goes into everything. Seeing how much research, the clinical studies, um, and not just that, but the transparency. If you want to see any of those things, everything's easily, you can find it really easily online. Where I don't know if you guys have shopped other companies, they make lots of claims, but it's really hard to get that information and that research. Um, I would spend hours digging and Googling and going all over trying to get that information myself. And I like that everything's right at your fingertips. Everything from the different research they do on different plant parts to find what has the highest and best items that they're trying to pull out, and the clinical trials they go through to make sure that they work the way they want them to work. And they're making these claims because they're able to make these claims. If you haven't had a chance to poke around and take a peek, and you're a researcher like me, you will be beyond impressed. And then seeing everybody that puts the time and energy into those products, everybody was so excited to be able to share what they put into those products and the time and energy and effort. It felt unlike anything I've ever experienced and unlike anything I've ever been able to research anywhere. And that really is what makes me the most excited, is to be able to share a product that I know I can easily find out the information about. I can share the clinical results, and everything I'm saying is founded in science, which for me is really important because I think that matters a ton.
Hey everyone, I'm Gina from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and just wanted to echo really everything and just give a huge shout out to Kayla, Julie, and Rebecca. Amazing, savvy businesswomen with just allowing us to get started really quick. But what really struck me being in Utah was brands. I surveyed social. Um, my social connections, and people had already heard of Nu Skin, which was really important to me. And many people had tried the toothpaste and the sunless tanner. But I love the fact that we have a price range for everyone. And because we have these 7 brands, we really have an opportunity to work with so many more people and really just change wellness from the inside out. So I'm just loving the brands. I'm trying it. I'm learning with everybody. But from what I was able to see when I was in Utah and just what I've been able to try, I'm just completely excited and blown away. So thank you guys.
Amy, do you want to go? You don't have to. Okay. She's like, yeah, if I can get it unmuted. I hate that when you can't get it to show up on the screen. And if I missed, did I miss anyone else
Okay.
that's on? Okay, go ahead, Amy.
Okay, I always forget. You have to just swipe to the left. I make it so I don't know why I forget every time. I know that's why I'm taking all these new supplements. And that's actually what I want to speak about. I I need them. I was so excited. I'll be honest, when I first looked into well, when I heard about Nu Skin, first of all, I have the toothpaste and the foot lotion like in my cupboard. I didn't even realize it was Nu Skin. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do, um, skincare. I barely remember to wash my face. I sleep in my makeup. No one's gonna trust me. But I trust Kayla. So I watched the opportunity event, the first one, and I'm just blown away by all the possibilities. There are so, like Gina just said, there's something for everybody. And being in Utah just solidified that, because even seeing all of the different people coming and talking to us and sharing with us, everyone was unique and had different passions. And it's so cool to see all of those differences coming together for one cause. And like I said, I'm so excited about the supplements because I believe in wellness as a whole. Sometimes we get so caught up on the outside, and I'm very much an advocate for mental health and just, being healthy from the inside out. And I really appreciate that Nu Skin recognizes that. It's beauty from the inside out. What was the phrase? It was, interior design wellness. Like, I just thought that was so brilliant and wonderful. And it's just a fabulous community, a fabulous company. Again, just blown away at the experience and the opportunity to see it all firsthand, because it's remarkable. And I'm super excited to share all of that.
Hey, Julie and Bill, I was just gonna say, could you cover Meta a little bit more?
So glad I happen to have that in my office. This is one of my favorite products. I'm like, I just keep it here.
So I love this product. And I wanted to comment, Larry, I relate to Larry because when I started with this company, it was because they had just purchased Pharmanex and the 75 PhD scientists on staff. I was very, very, very active in the nutrition world. There's lots of companies out there that make claims that don't have anything to back it up. A scientist stumbled on a berry in a jungle, squished it, made a juice out of it, and then made a bunch of claims about it. So very excited that there's scientists on staff and that we have access to the data, and they're willing to share the data, and they're proud of their data. And as far as skincare goes, that's not my department. I use the products. I use a lot of the products. I love the purple crayon. Can't even pronounce what it is, but I love the way it makes my skin feel. And then
I'll just translate it. It's bakuchiol.
and I know from my background and from 27 years is that the appearance of your skin is highly dependent upon your internal nutrition. And one of the things that's very, very common is that people have leaky gut. And leaky gut leads to bad skin because your gut and your liver and your lungs are the primary ways that your body gets rid of toxins. When those things get clogged, then it uses the skin. And so you'll see people with breakouts or ruddy skin. It's because the rest of their body's system for getting rid of junk is clogged up. So what Meta does is it basically, in a nutshell, closes the junctions between the cells in the intestine, and it basically helps heal the gut in a nutshell. It's a little more complicated than that, but I don't go anywhere without it. I don't miss a day of it. I've loved it ever since they put it out and I started using it.
Think of Meta. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. He is. Metabolism, metabolism. So it improves your metabolism. That we can say. It supports healthy inflammatory balance. So inflammation, glucose levels, things like that. So that's what Meta is like an overall. So Meta is an easy way to say it. I have this little thing: antioxidants, microbiome, organ health, glucose levels, all that. And there was another question too you asked. Online catalog. Yeah, no paper catalog. We got rid of paper catalog.
What about Julie? Do you have any suggestions? Jackie's asking about packages available to purchase as a new affiliate coming into Nu Skin if they make the decision. Any like bundle or package that you'd recommend? Because just to be clear, you're gonna reach out to the person that invited you, and they're gonna have a simple link. It takes a couple minutes. It is free to sign up as a brand affiliate, but there's no like buying a kit or anything with that. You're choosing to become a brand affiliate, and then you make your purchase decision after that. So any advice around that, Julie?
There's really not a kit, but here's what I would suggest you do. You want okay, so you're going to learn from me. If there's money on the table, grab it. You want to buy it, everything you buy on subscription, because you can change it and you can do multiple subscriptions in a month. Why? Subscription. So if you're an affiliate, when you become an affiliate, you have a wholesale price, right? 10% lower is subscription. So why would you spend 10% more? You wouldn't. And you can change it and you can cancel it at any point. So that's one of the things. And also we'll show you how to create an account so that you can also get some vouchers on it. So that's number one. Then you want to look at what are the top selling products, and the Fab Five, Kayla can actually say them too, but collagen, what are the five that you wrote down? It was collagen toothpaste, New Biome. I was trying to remember the other ones you want. What was it?
The Lumi Spa.
Oh, okay. I said, yeah, the Lumi Spa, number one. And you can put that on subscription. Obviously you're going to change it.
And then Tanner,
did you say five? I did it. Collagen, New Biome, toothpaste, Lumi Spa, and
then the Tanner. We've been focusing a lot.
Oh, Sunless Tanner. Yeah, those are the five that I would probably zero into. We're going into 6 weeks, we're actually only 4 weeks away. I think it's 4 to 6 weeks away from spring break starting, people traveling. So that's why the Sunless Tanner, the whitening toothpaste, literally for our first 2 years, that's all we ever did on social media was toothpaste, because everybody brushes their teeth. So that's automatic. New Biome is what's in everybody's cups. Very demonstrable, helps with your bloating. It will take off two inches of your circumference of your waist in relation to bloating from eating. We have clinicals for that. So that's a really good one on your pre and post biotic is when it comes to the New Biome. It's a drink, so it's just a powder you put into your drink. Collagen, ours is a peptide collagen. Amazing clinicals on that as well, and very unique in how it absorbs in the body. Highly recommend that. It comes in 2 forms. Powdered is the less expensive, and you can put it in a water bottle, or you can get the prepackaged ones that are like kind of like a little, I don't know what you want to call it, but a little packet that's already made. So those are the ones that I would suggest. As far as a combo, no, but here's the thing on Quick Start. So she can send you the form, but we're going to all run for the first Quick Start package. So you get free product. Okay. And think in terms of if you're buying any of those products up front, when you get the free product, you can let one of your family members try it, or you can sell it to someone. Okay. So don't worry that look at those Quick Start, the first ones, because those are our top selling items. And then we're going to show you, if you get the Lumi Spa, which I highly recommend, we're going to show you how to then get the Renew Spa for free. So y'all hang on. We said at the beginning, hang on, because we're going to show you how to even get more things. Did that help?
That's great. Yeah. Somebody just said, if you don't need a tanner, Stephanie, I've been sharing a lot of the foot creams. It's one of the biggest things. Like, I think it was Gina and others that said, oh, I have this on hand, or people are talking about it. I talked a lot about it yesterday in my group, because my friends will tell you that my feet are not the prettiest. And so jokingly, some of the people who know Nu Skin have been like, I hope the first thing you purchase is the foot cream. And I'm like, I got it. It's fantastic. So Stephanie, that would be an awesome one that a lot of people know, or the body butter. Those would be 2 alternatives if tanning, the sunless tanner isn't for you or something you want to focus on. I also think what's really cool, that I learned this while I was in Utah, is I've already known I need to add a collagen. I just hadn't done it. And I think it's really cool that both of our collagens are awesome, and it offers a price point that might make it easier to start for someone if you go with the powder mix, which is citrus flavor, or if you go with the pre-packaged, which obviously I'm going on a cruise. I knew that, so I brought the peach. They're packed, they're ready to go. I think it's really cool that we offer so many options to fit somebody's budget or just like what's convenient for them, right? So that they use the products. So that would be another one too.
Ayla, I would recommend, so I'm going to throw this out. I love the body butter and I love the Soul Solution, but as far as before and afters,
Yeah.
those are a little tough on social media because
Okay.
you have to show feet. Now they're good, but just remember, you're going to show your feet. You don't want to show your feet. Now, I do recommend it. I really love it. But I'm going to tell you one that was sitting right here on my desk. I'm like, duh. We had, we still do remarkable results with this product. And it goes with the Renew Spa as an after, but it works alone. It's our contouring lotion. And because we've got 6 weeks till spring break, this is the cellulite cream. We nicknamed it that because it helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. You have to use those exact words. Helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. Gets rid of it. And we also call it dimple cream. But it's our contouring lotion. And this is also, if you guys have seen my before and after on the Lumi Spa, you probably wonder how my neck looks so different because I don't use my Lumi Spa on my neck. It's this. This dramatic effects I use on my neck. And so it also can be good at the wobbly old people's neck because I'm older.
Gizzard neck. All
I'll
right.
give you an idea. Becca's mom and I grew up together.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, and Julie mentioned just briefly, but one of the things I asked about right away coming over here was I love a good carrot to chase. I love free product. So we recommend reaching out to the person that invited you. We're going to get you their brand affiliate link. You'll sign up and then we'll walk you through that first order because we want to make sure you put it in the right way. You save the most, you get the most rewards back, and you do it in a way that's going to get you the fastest there to Quick Start. And the Quick Start program is awesome. There's 3 levels. Lots of free product, $150 value at the first level. And our goal right now is helping everyone that has joined us so far and anyone that's going to say yes tonight to do that same thing, to lock that in. And there's always choices, whether in the US or Canada, or maybe you're watching from another country. Each market has choices. You have 2 different options you can pick from. And I really liked that too. So for example, yeah, if Stephanie's not, maybe she has a lot of toothpaste and doesn't want the tanner, she can instead get the first bundle, the collagen and the new biome, which has been super popular. I wanted to share, I haven't shared a lot of product testimony so far. I'm obsessed with the Lumi. I could do a whole hour-long spiel about why I wanted to come to Nu Skin, how I've seen the Lumi for a long time, blah, blah, blah. But the product so far that my husband and I are the most excited about is the new biome. I wondered if Nate would get on board, but on Sunday when I got home, Saturday when I got home, he started drinking it. So we're on day 3. He asked me today to pack enough for him for the cruise. And he said, make sure you go in and edit your next order so we have enough of that coming. I love the flavor. I feel awesome taking it. Like that is like, Nate has always supported me. My husband is uber supportive of the business. He appreciates every single person that considers our opportunity and comes in. But I didn't know about that product per se. And he loves it. So I just thought that was really cool. And I got to get my order finished tonight so that I make sure I get more because I wasn't expecting to share it. So I don't want to run out when I get home from this cruise.
With the Noom Bio, I want to add that there is the caffeine-free one, and I had my kids both try the caffeine-free one, and they, like, everybody's obsessed. So that's what I ordered more of because I don't want to be running out either.
Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I wanted to try to keep it to an hour. We did really, really good. Thank you to all of the crew that went out to Provo. Thank you, Julie and Bill. Rebecca had to run. Connor's not feeling well tonight. And again, I want to end with that message of what I love the most about Nu Skin is for 11 years, I've been saying, build a business from home. It's flexible. You can do it. And it always has been. But with Nu Skin, it's next level. We really have the tools, the resources, the mentors, and it's set up in a way to support you truly doing this alongside your full-time career or with your babies, on your hip or at your feet while you do it. And so it's just really cool that we have Becca in that season. I have a 9-year-old who's in the house texting me while I'm out here. And then Julie and Bill are in a different season. And I think that that's really cool. You get to kind of see it all in our team. And I think it should be an attractive piece for you to think, I can do this around my life. I can do this from home. So Awesome. I'm going to get the replay out, everyone, so you can share that. And if you have any other questions, please reach out to the person that invited you. We're hoping that you are as excited as we are about Nu Skin and that you decide to jump in right away. It is $0, so you have nothing to lose. All right. Thanks, Julie and Bill. Good night, everyone.
Bye.